Alright YouTube, welcome back to the channel. Kai's dad here. Today I'm going to be building this. And I know this looks like kind of just a bunch of boxes, but what we need these boxes for is we need them for all of these. And these are the things that we bought at H Mart the other day. I went to H Mart, and if you guys haven't seen the video, check it out. I am planning to make a K-pop Demon Hunter calendar. So I went to H Mart the other day and I got some snacks because I'm trying to make a Korean snack advent calendar because Kai likes Korean snacks. The other day we went to Seattle for card party number 3 on the KDM Adventures channel. Check that out. I'll put a link up here if you're interested in seeing what card party 3 West is all about, or any card party 3 for that matter. Check out the KDM Adventures channel. And they had an H Mart there, and he has been watching this I think his name's Korean Nash or Nash. And Korean Nash goes to the convenience store and buys snacks every day and made a short on YouTube every single day for snacks that he got. And Kai's really interested in that. And when we went to H Mart the other day in Seattle, he picked out a couple of snacks while we were there and was enjoying those. And he really enjoys K-pop Demon Hunters. You're all I can think of. He does the dance, he does all kinds of stuff. He did it for Halloween. I think probably if you have a child in this generation and they have watched K-pop Demon Hunters, it is the craze right now. That gave me the idea to make an advent calendar. And this is where we're at right now. It is November 29th, which means we only have like a day or two left. The problem is that it's very difficult to make these advent calendars and these things when Kai is home. And he's been out of school the whole week because we've had, you know, Thanksgiving break. Not that that's not nice. I love it. I'm happy with that. That's great. But it just gives me not many opportunities to try and make one of these things. So I'm going to get as far as I can right now. We're probably going to have to go out and get a few supplies. I'm just trying to at least mock it up and try and get some ideas of what we're going to do before Kai gets up. It's pretty early in the morning right now, so I'm hoping that I'm going to be able to get this mocked up and at least a good idea. And then I know for sure I need to go out and get glue sticks because I don't have any of that, and probably some more tape because all I have is a little bit of this right here, and I would like to get some more tape so that we can make sure that it's solid and good and nice. And if you guys remember the other day, I went and picked up all of this stuff that I got printed, or that my wife sent over to get printed, and we are excited about that because these are all the characters and stuff. I'm going to lay them out here real quick so you can see what we got going on for that. All right, YouTube, so this is what we got. So we printed out all of these guys right here. So these are going to kind of be the doors for the advent calendar, and that's kind of my idea, is making a door one of these specific pictures. So we need 24 doors. So I think we got 4 per sheet, and we got 6 sheets, so that's 24. And this one has a few extra just in case I want to do 25. So that's kind of what we got here for these. And I know I kind of got them the other day and didn't really show you much about them, but that's what we got there. So I'm going to package these up so they don't get ruined, and we'll cut those out a little bit later once we figure out where they're going to go on the sort of advent calendar box. Okay, so these boxes right here, these are the ones that I got to use to get the advent calendar sort of basis. And I'm not quite too sure how we're going to do that. I'm going to mock them up right here on the table, so hopefully we'll be able to find out what we're doing with that. And then maybe start taping the basic structure together, cutting some pieces out, and sort of making our advent calendar design or base. Let's get started. I just got these kind of old boxes here from like Amazon and Target and all the shipments that we've been getting lately, because why not recycle, right? I was originally going to go out and get new boxes and cardboard and all that, but I figured we got all this. All the orders that we make around this time of year, might as well use the boxes. All the, you know, Christmas presents and other things that we're getting, and also all the things that we're getting for the party that we have, and just, you know, the normal stuff that we normally get shipped from Amazon. All right, YouTube, so that's going to be sort of our basic structure, I think. You know, something like this. I'm not exactly sure if that's going to work out too well. I want it to have like a flat base, and then I'm going to kind of work off of that. So maybe, I don't know that, but that's kind of the idea. I cleaned up the boxes and they look good now. I'm going to take off these flaps here and then just make this closed so that that will kind of be the door, and then cut out sections to make the actual opening door. That's kind of my idea for it. I don't know if the layout's going to be exactly like that. I'm going to play around with that a little bit more and see how we got it. I'm trying to make it so that it looks kind of symmetric, kind of neat, just kind of a neat pattern so that when we lay everything out on there, it will look good. I don't know. We'll see. This is the first one I've ever built for this size and this kind of style. We did build one for Mama a couple years ago, and we still use that today. Actually, you know what? It's right here. Yeah, we built a small one for Mama so she could have an advent calendar, which we would be filling up, and we went adventuring to get some stuff inside. We haven't got it all yet. It's a little difficult to do when Mama's home and Kai's home. Anyways, but that's kind of like the idea that I got here. This sort of shape anyways. So I'm going to play around with it a little bit more. I'm going to start taping some things up, and then I'll show you guys what we got. Okay, that's going to be the layout there. So it's kind of a little bit more even. And what I mean even is like the height and everything so that it sits all flat, so that all these pieces kind of are next to each other and flat like that. The outsides and like the shape of it going sideways and like that, I'm not too concerned about. That's kind of just like the design of the advent calendar. But I wanted to make sure that at least like was flat on the bottom so it could stand up, and that was kind of the main idea. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to be opening these up. I'm going to be slicing off the insides of these flaps. So basically I just want to have one set that will close, and we'll reinforce all that, and I'll show you how I do that in a little bit. I'm going to go get a box cutter. I'm going to cut those flaps off, not these ones, but these ones. And then we'll see what we got going on. Basically what I did was I cut off all these flaps that went here. But I left a little piece here because I want the reinforcement for when I close the door down and then tape it all up. It'll be nicely kind of reinforced there. So that way when I cut the new holes on the outside, it will have better chance of having stability. So that way when the doors get opened, it doesn't kind of ruin the whole box, so the whole structure doesn't get destroyed. And then what I'll do with these is these basically I'll keep them for inside of the box, and I'm going to basically make the partitions with these. So these will kind of go in here, and when I get the glue gun, I'll just be gluing them into there like that, and then we'll kind of make the spaces. And that's the idea right now. The next step I was gonna do is I was gonna tape them all together, but I don't think that's gonna work that well because I think that it would be beneficial to glue them in between so that they're more of like a rigid structure, and then put tape on the backside on all the seams and everything, because I don't want it to fall apart, and we've got a lot of stuff we got to put inside. So the next thing I'm going to do, since I have my basic structure now, I think the best thing to do is to get the snacks and kind of place them inside, and then start building the insides the best that we can without hot glue yet. Okay, so I got my basic structure done. The thing I'm gonna do next is sort of build the insides. And what I mean by that is I'm gonna build the partitions. I'm gonna go grab the snacks right now, and I'm gonna place them inside the boxes to see how we're gonna kind of set that up and build the partitions. So we got this bag of snacks right here. I'm gonna dump these out in a second. And then we also got one more bag of snacks in here. And these snacks here are the sort of drinks or the juices. And if you guys didn't see the video of me picking them up, this is what they look like right here. And then we also I've got the ice in here, in the freezer down here, stored away nicely, right down here in the bottom right there. So we got the ices in there. And obviously we can't put the ice inside of the advent calendar, but we can put the juice in there. So that way he can have the juice, and then we'll just bring the cup of ice out. I think that would be the best thing for when he opens the advent calendar. Here's all the snacks that we got. Oh man, there's quite a few of them. Okay, so yeah, so look at all these right here. Man, we got, oh, this is exciting. I'm excited to make this. I think Kai's gonna like this. No, this is cool. Look at it. So these are all the different snacks that we got. I don't even know. We got a whole bunch of stuff. Stay tuned on the channel, on the KDM Adventures channel, to see Kai's reaction and all the different snacks that we got. But let's build the partitions now. So this is kind of my idea right here. I felt like with a drink, you should have a snack. So that's going to kind of be maybe every 5 days we'll have a drink and a snack. And then, let's see. Okay, yeah. So bear with me here. I'm working on this. I'm trying to kind of figure it out as we go. So I think that the drinks are probably sweet. So we want to have like a salty snack. So salty snack. And I know these are kind of like the same thing. But I think this is a sweet snack. It says egg cookie. So cookie means sweet to me. And these are sweet. And I believe these are probably going to be sweet too. That's the thing that I opened up here. These kind of milk cream crackers, or crackers made cookies. Kind of like a cookie. So maybe we should put another salty snack with these. So take these out. And then, let's see, we got these. These are like pizza biscotti bites. Okay, these too big to fit in there. I don't know. We'll see. All right, and we got these potato crackers, but these are different. So I don't know. I was trying to put like the ones that we got with like a bunch of them together with the drinks, so that way he's already tried it. But what if he doesn't like it? I don't know. Maybe it'd be better with a drink though. So maybe I will just put one of these here too. Because we got lots of snacks. I got plenty of snacks. So we'll put the home run balls there maybe. Okay, so that looks pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that layout there. Except for this. This is not a salty snack. This is a sweet snack. So that might be something. Maybe we'll put this one. Maybe we'll put this one here actually. And maybe we will do the milk cookie thingy there. You think? And this is popping candy only. So maybe we should have a little candy and a little bit of salty there, because we don't want to have too much too much sweet, right? Too much sweet's not good. Even though it is kind of like that time of year, but we don't want to have too much of that. I mean, they're all snacks, so they're probably not all super healthy food, but that's not the important part. I mean, that's not the point. The point is we're making this advent calendar with all these like cool Korean snacks. And then we're going to have the Kpop Demon Hunters doors, or the Kpop Demon Hunter as each sort of one of those. Oh, probably because there's 5 here. That's like perfect for the Saja boys. So refreshing. My little soda pop. So I'll probably do like, Saja boy 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we got 6 right here, which maybe this would just be like the Saja boys logo or something. I'm not really sure. But that is kind of the idea. How's it look, dude? Oh man, I'm pretty excited about this. I can't wait to see what Kai thinks. But it's coming together. It's still got a long way to go. I was just checking to make sure Kai isn't like standing out there and looking in like, hey, what's going on here? Bruh. But, all right, here we go. So I think that's pretty good. So now I just got to make the partitions inside. I'm gonna try and do this as like simply as possible. So I think I'll probably make it in half, and then put dividers like that. So like half, and then 1, 2 dividers on the bottom, so that we got 3 on the bottom, and then 1 divider on top. So you got plenty of space in there. And then when I make the door, I'll cut them out accordingly to where the dividers are put in. So now we just need to get some hot glue. I guess I could cut the dividers. I guess I can cut the dividers first, and then we can go shopping and get some supplies. All right, YouTube, so I got these extra cardboard pieces. I got my sort of stash of cardboard pieces here. I got my trusty knife here. Actually, I don't know how trusty it is, but I do got a knife there. And I am going to kind of make this piece inside of here, this partition piece, so that we can make the doors. So these are the snacks I got here. This is one of the bottom boxes because it's got the juices on here, or the drinks, and I want to make sure that it doesn't topple over because it's too heavy on the top. It doesn't mean that we have to open these last, it just means that we just don't have them up there on the top. That will keep the weight on the bottom. So we can make the doors and the numbers on the doors any way we want. So we can put like this is number 1, or the top one is number 1, or however we want. And we'll arrange that after we get all the partitions made. So that's what I'm going to do right now. I'm going to make some partitions. Making this project is just super exciting for me. Making this advent calendar for Kai, because I really enjoy these projects and do-it-yourself stuff, as you guys know on the Kai's Dad's channel. That's kind of some of the stuff that I do. But this is just fun for me, just to see the reaction on his face, and I'm excited for that. So we'll see what happens, and we'll get the reactions on the KDM Adventures channel when we do our advent calendar openings, which is going to be starting here basically in a couple of days. Tomorrow is the 30th, and then the 1st is December 1st, so that's when we open up our first door for advent calendar. So stay tuned on the KDM Adventures channel to make sure that you check out what happens with this. And we'll do an advent calendar opening every single day for all the advent calendars that we have, all the way up until Christmas or Christmas Eve, depending on how many doors are on the advent calendars. I think this one's gonna have 25 doors because we got plenty of snacks. I wasn't sure if we we're gonna have enough snacks, but we do. So let's get building this thing. All right, YouTube, so this is roughly what it's gonna look like right there. So that is what we got. So obviously it will be better once we get it all glued down and nicely in there. But basically it will look like that. This will fold down here like this, and then we'll make our doors on the outside. Yes, it's coming together pretty nicely. Pretty excited about this. I'm going to finish up cutting the rest of the partitions on the inside, so that way I'll just need to glue them when I get the glue sticks. YouTube, so I think we're done for what we can do. We gotta go get some glue sticks and some tape, but that is what it looks like. So inside of each of these, you've got the partitions. I made these pieces in here. I gotta hot glue them in, and then I'm going to fold these down like this, and then I will tape them up. Then I'm gonna put the Kpop Demon Hunters images on the outside, the ones that we got here. Just kind of give you an idea. Still gotta cut these out, so I could do that still, and then go grab some hot glue gun, or some hot glue for the glue gun. But yeah, so it's gonna kind of look like this. So we'll have, you know, one of the doors be the Saja Boys, and one of the other doors be like Huntrix over here, and one of the other doors be these guys, these sort of like mini Saja Boy guys, and Derpy Tiger will be one, and those will kind of just be out here on the front of the box or the advent calendar. I'm going to kind of stabilize it all by putting hot glue in between each one and gluing them all together, and then I'm going to tape the seams so that it's all kind of flat and nice, and I'll tape like all the seams on this side, and I will try and put some tape into here and along there and around. And I know this box is a little bit uneven. It's not quite as deep as these other ones, but I think it'll be okay. I think we'll be able to kind of lift it up a little bit, glue it to the front so that it stays towards the front. Oh man, I'm excited about this. This is gonna be awesome. I can't wait. Still got a bit of more work to do, so I gotta make sure Kai doesn't come. But I still got a bit of more work to do, so I'm gonna still continue it, but it's already getting kind of late, and I think we gotta work on some other stuff. I gotta edit some video, and we gotta go get the glue. So I think for now, I think I'll take a break and then come back to it a little bit later. I'll see you guys in a little bit when I get this going. All right, YouTube, we came to Michael's. Got some ribbon and some glue sticks. So we're gonna head back home and get the Kpop Demon Hunter advent calendar finished up, because we don't have much time left, and I need to get this going so that we have it available for December 1st. I'll show you what I'm going to use the ribbon for and the glue sticks when we get back to building the advent calendar. I'll see you guys back at the project and continue with building the Kpop Demon Hunter advent calendar. We are back at the project. Here it is right here. We are going to continue. We got our glue sticks, which are these guys right here. We got our glue gun. We've got tape. I didn't buy any more of this tape. I got the clear tape. So we got tape, we've got packing tape, we got our wrapping paper too. I decided that I'm going to wrap it too, sort of wrap the whole thing kind of, so that way it has a kind of uniform look to it, not just the cardboard boxes. That wouldn't be very interesting. And then cut out the Kpop Demon Hunter characters so that they have a little bit of white around it, so you kind of know exactly where the door is. I think that's going to be our best bet. So right now, I am going to be taking the glue gun. I'm going to turn that on. I need to get a extension cord too. I'm going to turn that on, and I'm going to get that going. And then we are going to start gluing some stuff together and assembling the interior parts of the boxes. If you guys remember, we have to kind of assemble this interior grid, so that way it doesn't get all messed up and fumble around when it is being handled or moved or opened, for that matter. All right, these are our glue sticks. Look at these bad boys right here. Wow, nice. I originally bought some of these from Michael's, but I ended up deciding that I needed a whole lot more of them, so I ended up just getting a whole box of them instead of just a few of them from Michael's. And I just ordered those from Amazon. I think they were like, I don't know, like $18 for like 85 sticks or something like that. And it was $10 for 8 sticks from Michael's. And these are longer ones too. These are the 10-inch ones instead of 8-inch ones. So yeah, that was definitely the better buy on those. The first thing we're gonna do is take our glue gun right here, and we are going to glue the sides. Just put a little bit of glue on this part right here. Well, maybe not just a little bit, but like a nice amount. And then we're going to kind of place it in here and stick it on the side over here, just like this. All right. Just hold that down. Do a little press. That should be pretty good. And then we're gonna do the other side over here. So we're gonna grab the glue, just kind of stick it on here nicely and hold it down here and give it a little press. And that should hold it down, make it nice and firm or taut, I guess I should say, right here on the top there. There we go, looks pretty good. And then we're gonna take these pieces and put them in here. One's gonna go here, maybe here. Is it this side? Yeah, maybe one's gonna go here, like that, to make that sort of double cavity there. So we're gonna put some glue along this one here, like that, and there, like that. And then we could put some along this bottom edge here. I don't know if that's gonna work so well because the cardboard does have some holes in it, but I guess that if you're having trouble with keeping the stability up, I guess that could work potentially. All right, and we're gonna stick this one, give it some pressure, hold it down on both sides here, like that. And that should stick nicely right there. All right, it's looking good, looking good. And then we got these two pieces here, which we're also gonna put some glue on those tabs that we kind of made. Fold it down, and then this one on this side, just like that. Okay, and then these ones are gonna go not all the way, but sort of partially here, like this. Because we need 3 pockets on that part, on the bottom part, because there's gonna be 3 doors down there. 2, and then we got this one here, gluing this one, that, and then over here, like that, okay, and like that. Oh yeah, it's coming together, YouTube. This is exciting, I'm excited for this. Now we got like our little cavity right here. And then, so when we put our snacks in, like this, they're gonna stay. Oh yeah, that looks good. Oh, perfect, look at that. And then this will go on the top like that. That looks nice, right? That looks pretty good. Okay, yeah, I like it. Oh, this is gonna be great. It's coming together pretty nicely. Oh, yes. So I plan to put a piece of cardboard sort of like this, and then go like that, just like that. Maybe, I don't know about that part yet. I'm gonna think about that while I finish gluing the rest of these, but I just wanted to show you how we did that in there. I'm gonna finish that with the rest of those boxes, and then we'll move on to how we're gonna seal it up. So we'll have to figure something out about that. All right, YouTube, so I got all of my grids done inside. I finished gluing them all. It's pretty decent. They're not gonna fall apart, which is the most important thing. And now we are on to figuring out what we're gonna do about the doors. So I think what I'm gonna do is just kind of draw on here where I want the door to be roughly. So I'm gonna kind of draw a little door like this, just so I can kind of see where it is before I seal it up. I'm gonna draw it like that, so I know the hinge is gonna be here. And I think that's gonna be our best bet. So on this one, I think I'm gonna draw it kind of like this, and then over here, and maybe down like that. And then this one here, same thing. We're gonna try and make it so it's not touching that part there, and draw it over here like this, and something like that. Yeah, so that it meets all the compartments there. You see how that kind of works? We got the doors there. I don't know, maybe that will work. And then for these ones up here, I think I'm gonna draw these so that they open up this way, sort of sideways, if you will, like that. And then this one's gonna go something like this, and like that, and like that. There we go. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. Okay, after we get our doors drawn, I think the best thing to do is kind of make it stable after that. So we are going to glue this down. And I think the best way to do that is, remember when I said we need to leave a little bit of extra here when we're cutting the flaps off the side? That will work, I think, good for us, because then I think we can glue the sides down and then tape across the top and then tape the seams. And that should give the box sort of shear strength, if you will. And I think that's gonna be good for us. Yeah, that's gonna be good for us. Let's grab another glue stick and let's glue this down and then tape it. We're gonna place this and kind of push them together like that and kind of hold it. That looks pretty good. I'm pretty satisfied with that. And then we're gonna take our tape just to seal it up nicely and make it nice and tight here and no seams. And we're just gonna take this tape, and push it across, and we're just gonna kind of try and tighten that seam up the best that we can. Okay, there we go. And just tape that down there like that. That looks pretty good. I don't know, we'll see. I think it will probably get better with each box that we do. And then I'm going to tape along this seam here and this seam here just to make it nice and rigid. We want to make sure the boxes are rigid. Scissors and just cut that end right there, okay? And we're going to pull this over nice and tightly so that it creates that nice seam there, that nice rigid seam. Give this little cut here and one right there. Pull that nice and tight and then pull this one nice and tight so that it has a really nice edge to it. Oh, okay, that's good. We're gonna do the same thing on this side right here. Across the top, give a little cut with the scissors and pull this nice and tightly over the top and make sure that's just really nice. Yeah, that looks good. Oh yeah, there we go. So now our box is nicely, tightly sort of there. And the reason we want that tightness is so that when we cut the doors, it's not so flimsy and floppy and it makes it a little bit easier. So we're gonna grab a very sharp knife and we're gonna start cutting our doors here. And the reason I feel like that to do it now instead of later is that we don't want later on it to be difficult to find the door. Whereas if we cut it right now, I think it won't be difficult. Okay, then our door will be able to open. Yeah, just like that. Look at that. Oh, nice. I bought some ribbon, and what I was planning on doing with this ribbon is purple ribbon, kind of matches Kpop Demon Hunters, is putting a little tab onto the door with some hot glue so it's easy to get the door open. Because once the paper's on top, it might be difficult to get the door open. I don't know. We'll have to see. So I think I will try and use ribbon. We're gonna get to that later, but for now, I'm gonna finish cutting the doors on all the boxes and sealing up all the boxes, and then we're gonna wrap everything. And then we gotta cut out our characters. So yeah, we still got a bit to go. I am very excited about this. This is turning out pretty good so far. The finished product is gonna be, I think I'll be pretty pleased with it. I think Kai's gonna really enjoy it too, and I think it's coming together nicely. Let's get working on the other boxes. Okay, YouTube, so right now, this is what we got. We got everything all taped up. We've got all of our boxes drawn. I need to cut the doors on a couple more of these here, but it's looking pretty good so far. I think that I'm going to tape it all together as well and glue it. So I'll put a little bit of glue like right here, on here, and then kind of glue that together. And it'll kind of have this basic sort of shape right here, like that. And then this one will be at the top. I think that is going to be the best. And I'm going to try and glue this one sort of centered-ish like that, maybe. I think that would be the best bet. So the next step is to cut all the doors and then glue the boxes all together. So that's what I'm going to work on next. All right, YouTube, all the doors are done. We've cut them all so that they can all kind of open. And the reason why we needed to do that is because when we put the paper over, we need to kind of be able to feel and be able to cut the paper with the sharp knife just to go right through it so that it will kind of be nice on there. I don't know. We'll see how well this works. It's a DIY project, and we are going to see if we can get it to work out well. I'm just gonna glue all the boxes together, just put some glue in there and make it kind of one nice sort of big package, if you will, because it'll be all glued together. And then we'll tape all the seams so that it will look nice. Oh, I mean, not look nice, but it'd be solid. We want it to be solid, so that way we put the paper over it, it feels like one piece instead of multiple pieces. I think that's what I'm going for. We'll see how it goes. Here we go. Voila! What do you think? Is it pretty good? It's not too bad. I know it's like it's not pretty yet, but at least the structure's there now. Okay, so now I'm gonna go ahead and see. Look at that. Oh, it's solid. It's a good solid feel now. Okay, I'm gonna put this here. Okay, now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna sort of maybe push all these doors down, so that way we'll be able to feel them. And when we cut our doors on the top part, we'll be able to get like a nice feeling for it. Okay, I'm gonna take a picture of this really quick, just so that I can see what it all looks like, so I can remember where the doors kind of are. Now we got our picture, so that way I can see where the doors are, so when we put our paper over the top, we'll have an idea of where the holes need to be cut, because sometimes when you're making the project, you kind of forget what you're doing and where the things go. All right, so we got our wrapping paper. The first one I'm gonna do is across this way, like this. So it'll kind of cover up, yeah, just like that, and we'll kind of cover it up. You see how that's gonna look? Doesn't that look nice? We're just gonna go all the way up. It's like, yeah, that's perfect. Okay, we're gonna take that down and cover it up. But we gotta make sure that we put some glue around here, I think, so that it stays on the doors, which might be a little bit difficult now that I think about it, but we're gonna try it. We're gonna try it out anyways. Yeah, that is gonna be a little difficult. Oh man, I don't know what I'm gonna do about that. This is proving to be maybe a little bit more difficult than I would have liked it to be. It is a task and it is a challenge, and that's what we got. How am I gonna do this? Let's see. Because we want to be able to, we can feel where the hole goes roughly, so we'll know where to cut that. But then once we cut it, then the paper is not gonna be stuck to the thing unless we glue it all down first. So that might be a little tricky. I don't think the hot glue is necessarily gonna be the best choice on that, but it is sort of what we got at the moment. I think the best thing we do would be like paint a glue on there, like Elmer's glue or something like that, and then put it on. But we don't have time for that, so we're gonna use hot glue. All right, here we go. I'll cut this piece of wrapping paper like this. I think the best thing to do is gonna be put a piece of tape here along the bottom for now. It stays nicely down here and lined up. That's gonna be our best bet here. Just right along the bottom here, just like that. Like that, I think. I think that's pretty good, yeah? That's not too bad. And then we're going to fold this over. This is where I taped it like this, so I can fold this over like this and kind of have like a little bit of a flap. So that way, I'll be able to put the glue on with the hot glue, and hopefully I can do it in sections, I think. So that's the good thing. I can start here at the bottom, just kind of give a little bit of a bead down here at the bottom, and then we're gonna kind of outline these doors here. We'll kind of do this bottom row first. I think that's gonna be our best bet. Down here on this bottom row first, we'll try that part right there. Let's see what we got. So now, I'm gonna try and kind of fold this up and over, see if that works. That could work. Kind of rest on there like that, and then kind of gently press from here like this. And hopefully, it's gonna get to all the places it kind of needs to go, like that, hopefully, maybe, I don't know. That seems pretty good there. A little not sticky over here. I don't know if this is gonna work. I don't feel like the hot glue is sticking to this paper. Let's see if we can get these doors cut out. This is gonna be the sort of trick right here, is whether or not this works. So, we gotta try and kind of find the edges. Take our sharp knife, kind of cut through here. This is not working out quite as well as I had hoped. Ultimately, it'll be okay, I think. Maybe. Okay, that worked out pretty good. And then we're gonna pull this door like this. Through there. Okay. And then our paper should kind of hot glue down there. Is that working? Not as good as I'd like it to be. It is what it is, I guess. Guess that kind of worked, maybe. Okay, so this is where the ribbon comes in. See how it's kind of difficult to get this door open? So I'm gonna get that ribbon. The ribbon I picked up from Michael's a little bit earlier. Basically all we're gonna do is we're just going to fold a little kind of like tab on it, something like that. And we're just gonna give it a cut here so that it has this little kind of pull tab. And what I'm hoping will work is that we can hot glue this to the back. Put a little dab on there. Little dab on there, fold over, okay? And then push that in there. Oh, look, so we got a little tab. You guys see that? Check this out. So we got our little tab right here like this, and we can just kind of pull that up if it comes out. Oh, yes, it does. It sticks pretty good, okay? So there's one of the doors. Now we just got to do the rest of them. Man, this is a lot of work. That's okay. It's fun. I'm enjoying it. I can't wait to see the look on Kai's face. The look on Kai's face is going to make all of this worth it, for sure. You know, just making them happy and being able to, like, make something that it just doesn't exist. That's the fun part about it. So I'm going to finish up the rest of these doors here, and then we are going to cut out the characters. We got these kind of situated here. Now we got to fold the paper back over and then kind of glue it down. I think instead of folding it back over, I think maybe what I'll try and do is just kind of do the flaps right here, just because I think it might be a little bit easier just to kind of give it a little bit of glue on the flap, especially now that I got the tab there. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Let's just give it a try on this one here just to see. So, yeah, it looks pretty decent. Yeah, not too bad. I think that's the way we're going to go. So I'm going to finish that up with these, and then we're going to move on to the next piece up there. Yo! What's up? Yeah, almost. Probably like 15 minutes. Yeah. You okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay.
Just gonna ask you,
Yeah.
do I have a popsicle?
Yeah, go ahead. How's your throat?
My throat is pretty good.
Pretty good. Okay, that's good. All right, good. Getting better. Good, good. All right. Daddy loves you.
But wait.
What?
Once you come back inside,
Yeah?
can we do an advent calendar video?
Yes, we can. We can do an advent calendar video.
Alright.
All right.
Cool.
All right. Daddy loves you.
See you in 15 minutes.
About, yeah, okay.
Bye.
All right, love you, bye. That was Kai, my boy. He's asking where I'm at because I'm across the way, and he wants to do advent calendar video. But I gotta finish this up before we can start the advent calendar series. Today's December 1st. I'm trying to get this done. Oh, it's craziness. Okay, working on the top part, and then we should be done with it. YouTube, last and final ribbon here, going in for the pull tab. Hopefully these things work out well. We'll see what happens. I'm getting excited though. This is coming out really nice. I mean, I'm proud of it. I'm happy with it. It may not be, you know, sellable quality, but it is fun to make, and it was just kind of something that I felt like I would enjoy, and it also is something that I enjoy making here. If I had more time, if I thought about making this a little bit earlier, I think that maybe the products could have been a little better, but I was really just, you know, excited to be able to kind of make something like this for Kai, especially now since he was under the weather these past couple of days over Thanksgiving and the Thanksgiving break here, and you know, it's a little disappointing, but maybe this will brighten his spirits. You heard him, he seemed pretty happy about doing an advent calendar. Okay, so now we got this part done. I'm just gonna finish kind of cutting this paper out and getting it where I want it to be as far as the way that I would like it to look. So I'm gonna work on that really quick, kind of button all this stuff up, and then we're gonna cut out the characters and stick them on, and then kind of label them on which doors we got. Looks like everything's good. Looks like we got ribbons on pretty much every door. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2. So that's 10. And then we got 10, 15, and 20, and then 25. Yeah, looking good. I'm gonna try and take this around here and get it nice and sort of wrapped like a package almost, or like a present. And then we'll kind of finish up with putting up the characters on. Tabs look like they're gonna work pretty good anyways, for the most part. All right, I'm working on that. All right, YouTube, look at this. Look at that. It looks pretty good. What do you guys think? Do you think it looks pretty good? I think it looks pretty good. I kind of wrapped it around on the sides, and I got the ribbons for the doors. Okay, now all we need to do is just get the Kpop Demon Hunter characters cut out and then attached to the paper here, which I think I'm going to use glue. Maybe I'm not hot glue, but maybe just regular like glue stick glue. I'm not sure yet. We'll have to see. Maybe I'll just tape them on because we're running out of time. I'm gonna go cut these guys up and then we're gonna get them stuck on the thing. All right, we got all of our things cut. Now we're just gonna kind of lay them out down here and see what we got. Right there, what do you guys think? Does that look pretty good? So we got all of the Saja boys. 'Cause I need you to need me, you're meant to feed me so refreshing. And Kpop Demon Hunters and Huntrix all on the calendar. Now I just gotta write little numbers for, you know, the days, and then we'll be done, and then tape everything down. I'm gonna work on that next, and then it's done. We're gonna present it to Kai, and he's gonna be pretty ecstatic, I think. I'll get the reaction, wait for it. I'll show you guys once I get it all done. But first, I'm gonna get this done and then show you guys that. And then, I'm getting excited. Here we go. I got them all numbered now, so I got 1 and so on and so forth. I just wanted to make the numbers kind of randomish, sort of. I'm gonna glue. I don't think I'm gonna tape, I think I'm gonna glue. And the reason I'm gonna glue is because I think it'll just be a little bit easier than taping everything down. And yeah, I think using tape and taping all of the like little things is gonna be difficult because some of them are really close to the edge, and I feel like we might tape it closed, and I don't want to do that, especially like this one over here. I'm gonna get the hot glue gun, fire back up. We're gonna glue it all down, and then we're gonna go present this to Kai. I'm so very excited. This has been a great project. I've really enjoyed every step of the way, and I'm happy that I got to make this for Kai. It's almost completely done. I'll show you guys the complete project. I'm just gonna glue these down. There it is, YouTube, all finished. So we've got all of our doors labeled, all of our characters attached, and then we got our little pull tabs, which seem to be working pretty good. Oh, yes, it looks so good. I'm so proud of myself. I'm gonna stand it up. I'm gonna show you guys exactly what it looks like in just a second. All right, YouTube, are you guys ready for this? Look at this thing. Yeah! Isn't it cool? Yeah! Oh man, it's pretty big. I mean, it's on a table, but it is pretty big. It is a massive advent calendar. We got Kpop Demon Hunters.
That's right.
Advent calendar, DIY advent calendar. It is now finished, and I am pretty excited to go show it to Kai. I think it needs just one more touch though. I'm gonna try and find a bow and put it right on the top, because that would just finish it off to me. Oh. Long time, long days, and it's finally done. It looks pretty good to me. I'm pretty happy with it overall. I mean, around the corners, it wasn't exactly perfect, but from this point of view, where you would see the advent calendar, to me, it looks pretty good. All right, YouTube, right now, Kai is in the studio, well, Playroom Studio, where we record our videos, and he's waiting for me because we're gonna start our advent calendar series. It's December 1st, and I'm gonna show him the new calendar. I'm very excited for this. I'm gonna go grab it real quick, and then we're gonna bring it over and show it to him. It's pretty big, so I don't think I'm gonna be able to hold the camera and carry it without fumbling or dropping it. I don't know, we'll see. Here it is right here. Oh, I'm pretty excited, guys.
It's time.
All right, ready, my boy?
Yeah.
Ready to do the thing?
Yeah.
All right. Dude, this is what I've been working on. Check this out.
What the heck?
Dude, look at this thing.
That's sick. A K-pop
Dude.
Demon Hunters advent calendar?
Dude, isn't that awesome?
What the
Dude,
heck?
custom made, do it yourself K-pop Demon Hunters advent calendar.
What?
Dude, what do you think about that? Is that mind blown, right? Look at how cool that is. Oh man, this thing's coming off a little bit. Darn it. Oh, this one's coming off a little bit too. I'll have to repair those really quick. But it's a K-pop Demon Hunters advent calendar. I made this by hand. It took me many days, a lot of time. But that's not the important part. The important part is this. What do you think?
It's awesome. What the?
So that was Kai's reaction to the K-pop Demon Hunters advent calendar. It made my heart leap. I was very happy that I was able to build this advent calendar for him. So the reason I didn't put this video up earlier on building the advent calendar is I didn't want Kai to happen to stumble across it and see it and then ruin all the surprises for himself. We got to open it over the 25 days for the advent calendar, and that was such a great experience. I'm very happy that I was able to do that. I'm happy that he was happy about it because it took me a long time to build. The part I enjoyed the most was his reactions to all of the things that we got. Some of them were good, some of them weren't that great, but if you wanted to see all that stuff, check out the KDM Adventures channel where we opened up all the advent calendars. We do the advent calendar series number 4 for every single day of the advent calendars. And that was some of the best times of my life. I can't say that it would be better. Spending time with Kai, my boy, doing the advent calendars, making the videos, that was such a great time. I'm very happy that I got to do that. It is the new year now, so happy New Year's, everybody. I hope you guys have a great New Year's and many adventures for you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you enjoyed the video, consider hitting the thumbs up button. If you guys are enjoying the channel, consider hitting the subscribe button. If you guys want to know when I release the newest videos here on the Kai's Dad channel, then click the bell button down below. Otherwise, I hope you guys are enjoying what you enjoy doing. I hope you guys are having a great day, and I will see you on the next one, which could be one of these.